stay with Coach, and we'll take some questions after that.
Yeah, I'm proud of our team's effort tonight. I thought they showed a lot of guts, and I thought they played hard. I thought they understood our game plan. But it's a really good basketball team, very motivated basketball team coming off a loss. And so, you know, we knew we had a huge challenge in front of us. But, you know, obviously I wish we'd have been better in a few areas, but, you know, I think the win for us is we had growth from our last game, and I thought we battled tough. I'm not gonna let them settle with that. That's not the victory we want. But I think for us, we were finding the balance of wanting more and finding the positives.
1 second. All right, we'll open up the questions for student athletes.
For Grace and Saniah, what did you feel like was working in the first half, and you were able to keep that a tight game, and what do you think shifted after that into the second half?
Yeah, I mean, I think in the first half we were able to get good looks, especially around the rim, and just get some multiple opportunities. And you know, when we were able to be calm on offense, I think that helped us. And you know, defensively, if we can keep them to one possession, you know, that was working for us. So just, you know, trying to keep that going in the second half and not let them get comfortable defensively or offensively.
For Grace and Saniah, how was Ole Miss's size affecting you guys, if at all, on either end of the floor?
Yeah, you know, they're definitely very big and athletic, which is something, you know, we saw on film and we're trying to prepare for. But, you know, I just think we got to be able to try to hold them to, you know, not having second chance opportunities, especially on the offensive side, because if we can go play in transition, that's good for us.
Grace and Saniah both, but you guys are playing short-handed and you kind of don't have the numbers. How much does that just impact things, especially when you're at SEC play?
I just been trying to stay ready, trying to keep my teammates to stay ready. You don't know where numbers called, so we just gotta, you know, rely on each other and just be like ready to go when our numbers called. So.
Yeah, we all go through the game plan, you know, for scout and these practices. So I think, you know, we're all able to help each other, whether, you know, we're on the bench or on the court. So just being able to communicate that and kind of like ST said, just be ready when your name's called.
Grace, you finished that fourth quarter with 10 points. Was there a certain moment where you felt the need to kind of attack and take the lead offensively?
Yeah, you know, coaches kind of told me that, you know, we can calm down and just think we play better, you know, when we're not as rushed. And Ole Miss is known, you know, for their defense. So just, you know, knowing we had to kind of kick it in gear right there and, you know, find some opportunities. My teammates did a good job of hitting me, and then, you know, I was just able to finish.
Any other questions for the student athletes? All right.
Good job.
Thank you.
All right, we'll open it up for questions for Coach.
Coach, you said in your opening thought there were a few areas you wanted to improve in. Where do you feel like that kind of got away from you?
Yeah, I thought we had several good looks from the three, and I thought we rushed those shot attempts a little bit more than we needed to. So that first, because for us, we know to beat this team, we've got to make shots. We understand that. I thought we had some good looks at the basket, and we just didn't finish. And you know, to answer the earlier question for the girls, that's where their size and athleticism affected us at the rim. But we've got to get better at that. We've got to be able to play a little bit more physically when we're getting the ball to the paint. It's still important for us to get the ball to the paint. So really those two areas, you know, defensively, I thought we held her on as long as we could. And then, you know, late, honestly, we had to change up our defense to try to get back in it. And then it just got away from us at that point.
Coach, in addition to Ole Miss's size, what do you think made them such a difficult team to score on?
They pride themselves in their defense. That is that's their calling card. That's their identity, and they do a good job of trying to take you out of what you're good at. They don't help a lot. They play a lot of one-on-one defense because they can, and there's just not a lot of easy opportunities. We've probably found more than I thought we would, to be honest with you. But I think just, you know, their physicality and their size and their speed and just their approach to defense. It makes them hard to score on.
Kellie, in your experience, you know, when you're going through the ups and downs of the season, you have some close games, but you can't get over the hump there. What's the best message to give these girls to kind of keep the spirits high?
Yeah, you know, that I told them in the locker room. You know, I don't want them to settle for, I thought we played hard. I don't want them to settle for that. I don't want them to say that's enough. But at the same time, I don't want them to be beat down. This is a really good league. I mean, you guys know that. Our players know that. So it is a very, very fine line where I want their mentality, where I want the vibe of the team, so to speak. I need them up and ready to go tomorrow. Again, I need them hurting tonight. So it's a really fine line. I think we've walked on that. I think we've hit it thus far. I think we were right where we need to be in terms of our mentality. The kids want to win. They want to win. They want to be better, but that they, you know, sometimes you can just shut down, and they definitely haven't done that.
When threes have been such an important part of your offense, in a game where they're not falling, at what point does the strategy need to shift away and toward different looks?
Well, that's really difficult. We don't, you know, for us, we're built to take and make threes, and when we don't have that, you know, you try to get to the line more, get to the free throw line more. You're trying to get the ball to the paint more. I thought we got the ball to the paint, and then you're not finishing there either. So makes it really difficult for us. So I don't know that there's a whole lot of plan B when those shots aren't falling.
Coach, on the play where Jordana crashed into the Ole Miss player and they call a foul on Jordana, what was the referee's explanation to you as to why they called that on Jordana?
Actually, I don't think I got an explanation. I probably didn't ask the question. I wasn't in asking question mode at that moment. I did, so I don't think I asked nor got an explanation for that.
Were you trying to get teed up there? I know coaches sometimes want to get a little sparker.
Felt it coming. Felt it coming. You know, I think, you know, sometimes coaches just, you know, you got to give everything you got to your players, and that was probably one of those moments.
Any other questions?
Coach, we didn't see Mariah Vincent in the game today. Did you see any potential update on her status?
No, I don't have an update. You know, we knew going in she wasn't going to be available, so lower body injury. But that's all I've got right now. I'm hoping I find something out either tonight or in the morning, and then we can figure out what we're going to do for the next couple of days of practice.
All right, we'll close with that. Thank
All
you
right,
guys.
hey, thanks for coming, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.